Hello there. So we are in August now. Today is actually August 4th. I intended to start this vlog on Monday, but you know what happened. I forgot to press record until much later on in the day. Yesterday was actually a really productive day, so I wish I had remembered to press the record button. I got actually a bit done yesterday. I finished up the first part of my outline. Granted, I didn't finish in time for camp, but the goal for camp was to finish my entire outline, so I wasn't even close. I'm just now getting ready to start on the character sketches, but I thought before I started on the character sketches, why not crack this open so I can start making my notes as I go along. And I'm just getting to the beat sheet part, but I did make some notes. Excuse me. I did make some notes about the I think in the first section she talks about the main character. Excuse if you heard my child. Yep, she's watching something, so just got to excuse that. But I did note the problem or the flaws in my main character, the wants and needs. I actually I've only read the first chapter fully. I'm going to the beat sheet chapter next. But I was like, oh, I actually kind of have all of the flaws already. My main character has lots of flaws, none to spare. And I discovered the want, although the want I found in reading this, well, the first chapter, the want was actually a little different than what I actually thought it was when I wrote the initial overview. So already I'm kind of seeing that there might be some things that I have to change in my first part of the outlining process, which I'm glad I'm reading this before I get to the chapter by chapter outline, because I can only imagine how much changing I might need to do when I get there. So I'm going to continue on to make my character sketches, because I don't believe that reading this is going to change who my characters are and their personality traits and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and make my character sketches. I'm going to try to look on Pinterest to see if I can find some physical representations of my characters. It would be great for all you techie people out there and people who like creating apps if someone could create an app where you could just type in the description of the character and it generates an just generates a physical representation of what you described. That would be perfect. But until then, I guess I'm just gonna have to use Pinterest to my abilities. And so I'm gonna come back on later. I'm actually gonna do some editing of this video that I'm getting ready to upload and post and upload today. It's another author-tube tag video. I know I do quite a bit of those, but I really like them. They're fun, and I usually end up finding out a little bit more about myself in doing them when I answer the questions, and I'm like, didn't even know that was going to be my answer. But so I find them kind of really interesting and cool, and so as I find more author-tube tags, I might do a few more because I keep stumbling onto them. So anyway, I'm gonna come back on later, probably when I'm working on my outline and going over the beat sheets, and might share with you some things that I discovered yesterday when I was taking my notes. But yeah, I'll be back. Bye. Okay, so I'm coming on because I forgot that I had not updated you on anything. So I got my video edited and uploaded onto YouTube, and had fixed dinner for me and my daughter, and now I'm going to finish watching the program that I'm watching, Greenleaf on, and then Courtney's live stream is coming on in about half an hour. And I'm gonna save the cat, make my notes, and finish outlining and do some character sketching. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. It is, I don't know what time it is. It is It's 9:36 now. Courtney comes on at 10 my time. So that is what I'm going to be doing. That is my agenda for the rest of the night. I will be back tomorrow to update you on how I did and what kind of progress I got. Yes, I'm in my pajamas. So I'm comfortable, and I will grab some water, get hydrated, and grow some trees with Courtney. And that's it. Bye.
Explain sort of my goals.
So
I'm trying to hit 5,000 as a sort of
pause cake for a
goal,
minute.
just because I think the title would be fun for.
Okay, so I'm just watching some cake Kavanaugh. But I just I don't have an outline update for you. I did work on some character sketches last night on the Courtney Projects live stream, grew some trees. Mostly, well, by the end I ended up reading some more of Save the Cat. Just now getting, okay, I'm not that far into it by any means, but I am on the setup of the beat sheet. Yeah, but I did map out some more of my character's flaws yesterday when I went over the flaws, the wants, and the needs. Actually, I discovered my character has a little more flaws than even I first realized, and yeah, she's got some issues, but that's the whole point of the book. But anyway, I'm actually right now currently working on formatting my first novel that's going to be republished soon. I just got another draft of a cover idea from my cover artist, and I think I found the one. I think I found the cover. She sent me, and it's only the second draft. She sent me one, and I made notes, and we went over the changes and things, or the suggestions that I had, and then she said she had another avenue that she wanted to explore. So I'm like, sure, have at it. And so when she sent it back, she sent back some adjustments on the notes for the first draft, but the one that she individually went off, and I'm like, oh my god, I think that's the one. Oh my gosh. I did want to take a step back and go back and look at it in another hour or two, you know, after having been away from it for a minute, before I send back the email telling her that's the one. But I think that's the one, and I wish I could show it to you, but I don't want to show it to you yet until it is finalized, and then I can start actually, you know, doing sneak peeks or some type of cover reveal. We'll get there. I can't wait until I have the go ahead to show you guys the cover and to put it on my author page, and to kind of get the word out there, because once the cover is finalized, everything's kind of gonna move a little quickly, because it's already been edited to death. I'm just republishing it so that it can be under my company name. I don't like the pen name that I had to use with that one, so I wanted to be under my name, under my company name, under my registered ISBNs. So even now that I have the rights to republish it the way I want it published, I'm just, you know, that's pretty much everything else. I do have to reformat it, because the copy that I had from when it was formatted from them before, I can't change anything, so I can't change the pen name and the dedication page, which I kind of wanted to change that to. But I am so excited. So excited to get this back out there and get the ball rolling. And once the cover's finalized, everything's gonna go kind of quickly, or at least I hope so. That's the plan. You know, plans change. You know the saying, we plan, God laughs, kind of whatever he wants, really. But and then once I get this out, I have the 2 poetry books that I am planning on rolling out shortly after this one. And my motivational book is a little behind schedule because I thought it was mostly done. It's not as done as I wanted because I've thought of some things to add into it. So yeah, that's taking a little bit longer. I had hoped to have it out by the time November rolled around for National Novel Writing Month, but not saying it won't be, but it's looking like I might have to push back that date. So don't know, but I'll come back later, hopefully when I'm working on my outline, and yeah, I'll be back. I'm trying to be a little better about press and record, but I had that little bit of excitement, so I kind of forgot everything. Anyway, see you guys soon. Okay, so I am in my floor position to get a few, well, hopefully more than a few minutes. Not sure how long I'm going to be working on my outline, but right now I'm going to do some work on my outline. I might make a few notes from Save the Cat, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now. So angle the camera so you can watch me right.
And so without further ado, let's get into this very chaotic video. It is 12:30 in the afternoon on July 24th. There we go, July 24th. And because
there's a lot of yogurt here, and the clam sinks into it.
Yeah, I agree. Also, I think the biggest issue on the plate, honestly, is this bread is completely undercooked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just have a little chopped running on in the background while I'm finishing up an email and getting ready to do some research and talk to you guys about where I'm at in my novel outline. Just a second. Let's finish up this email. But yeah, as you saw, I was watching Chopped. I love Chopped. And I've missed a few seasons, so I have to catch up. So it's probably one of the only shows I can kind of run in the background and not get so sucked in where I'm focusing on the TV and not my work. Okay, so I just had to send an email back to my cover artist to let her know I was officially, which cover I was, out of the ones that she sent me, that I was officially selecting, and she would let me know the next steps to go from here, because this is my first time working with her. Was referred to her by a friend of mine who she did her cover, so everyone does business differently, so I don't know the next steps that she wants to take. I got the package where she not only creates the cover but also does some of the promotion and some of the flyers and promotional materials as well with the cover. So I'm so excited, I can't wait to show you. Anyway, so just on the computer doing a little research for some stuff, not just my novel but some other writing related stuff in reference to republishing my first novel. But I wanted to come on before the evening was over. As you can see, I'm in my lovely pajamas, so you know what time of night it is. It is 11:22. It is almost the 6th of August now. It's still the 5th for just a few more minutes, and growing some trees on my forest app. Wait a minute, I don't know. Can you see this? I have 42 more minutes. So I'm growing some trees and saving the cat while I'm at it. But okay, so I'm still haven't read this for today. I've been reading my other book that I have for today. But still in my note-taking process and assessing my notes that I took from the first part of what I read. Things, like I said earlier, I wrote down my notes And all of my lovely flaws for my character. And I said before that I realized she's a lot more flawed than even I knew. As I was writing, I outlined some more of her flaws were kind of coming to the forefront. But so I had an opening image in mind, because I'm at the part where they're talking about the opening image. Actually, it's the opening image and the theme stated. I kind of know what the theme is or the life lesson is that she needs to learn. I don't know who is going to present that statement to her, or whether it's just going to be an internal realization. I'm not sure yet, but I had my opening image all planned out in my mind. Anyway, not on paper anywhere. This is my third reiteration of this novel. I don't know if I told you guys, but I wrote this novel before. It's called The Weight of Her. And I had written a different version. I finished it and everything. It is currently residing on the laptop that died. And it died with it. And so all of you writers understand how that feels if you lose an entire. I actually lost 2 novels, but the second one I wasn't as. The second one I knew that was a young adult book. It was my first attempt at writing a young adult book, and I knew I wanted to change that one, and that I didn't like it once I had finished it. So I wasn't as sad about how that one going. But losing any piece of work is never easy. But this one, it was finished. I had outlined it, but as the story went on, the story changed from the outline. And my mistake was I didn't go back and re-outline. I didn't go back and put in the parts that had changed. So I managed to retain the first 10 chapters of that version. But the rest of it, and it was like, I think it was like 25, 26, maybe more chapters. So retained the first 10 chapters, but the rest of it was just gone. And around the 10th chapter was where it actually started to change, and where I started to kind of veer away from the outline a bit. And I should have gone back and detailed what changes I was making, but that was my mistake. I did not do that. And I was distraught because I actually really liked how it turned out. So I kind of went away from that novel, that whole idea, for a very long time. This is when I started my mystery series, because I needed something to help me get over the death of that novel and come to terms with the fact that it was not ever going to be the way that it was when I had finished it. And yeah, that was hard. So then I started to come to terms with the fact, well, maybe that wasn't the story that I was meant. Maybe I wasn't meant to tell it that way, and maybe there was a different way to tell it. And the character started coming back to me and basically kind of telling me, well, that wasn't the story I wanted you to tell in the first place. So started thinking, maybe there's a reason I lost it. And okay, so it's for the best. And then I started playing around with a different version, and kind of 5 chapters in, I was like, the character was telling me, you're still not getting it. You're still not getting it. That's not how this story goes. So I believe I said before on a live stream with Marissa Bogey, oddly enough, it was a outlining live stream that she was doing on Saturday. She was doing tarot cards, and nothing that she said in that live stream had anything to do with how the outline is turning out now, but something she said triggered the character to come to me with the entire story unfolded, and was like, that's the story. And it's so not me. Like this, how do I put this? It's not a story that I would have thought of typically. So it's clearly the characters. I guess I'm getting it right. But what I'm still not getting is how I'm starting the story out, because the way I was gonna start it kind of starts with the action first, and according to Save the Cat, that's not, well, the action's first, but not the action. How do I put this? The way I was going to initially start it, the inciting incident would kind of be the first scene of the book, which is not how Save the Cat details it. So, and then I had another idea that maybe if I start from the end, like, start with the end and then work my way back to telling you how it got that way. And that wasn't jiving with me either. So as I'm reading Save the Cat, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna open this novel, and nothing is wrong, nothing is stuck to me yet. Brennan has not told me how this story was going to start. That's my main character's name. Her name is Brennan, and she hasn't told me how it starts yet. And I'm trying to hopefully get jarred with some ideas reading Save the Cat and going back and reading. I read the opening image section twice now, hoping that it stirs some way of how I'm gonna start this story, because I would like to know how it starts. In my outline, I kind of have it in my outline. I put that it starts with a scenario or a situation, but it's not the opening scene. I don't know what the opening scene is yet. It's kind of, when I did the overview of the outline so far, it's kind of telling you where her headspace is in the beginning of the novel, not so much what's happening, because I don't know what's happening just yet. Anyway, I hope I get there. I don't know if I'm going to work on the outline anymore tonight. I'm going to try to read a few more beats of Save the Cat to see if I can figure out how I'm going to start. I don't know if I told y'all this before, but beginnings of novels are really, really hard for me. Beginnings and endings, but endings not so much, but beginnings, because you have to hook the reader. You have to make them want to stay for the rest of the story, because the story is great, but they won't know it's great if they don't read past the first couple of pages. So I always struggle with not having something that's too boring, and I don't want something that's too action-packed, because then the reader will expect it to be that action-packed throughout the whole story, and it might not be. And I don't want to give too much too soon. I don't want to tell everything in the first chapter. So beginnings are hard for me. I know some people who beginnings are very easy. I admire you guys, because beginnings are rough. But I'm gonna finish doing some research, because my novel deals with dementia and right to die laws, things like that, legalities that I don't know because I'm not a lawyer. So I also haven't figured out what state this novel is going to be set in, because it has to be set in a state where having the right to die, where someone having the right to die is legal, which is also going to present a spiritual aspect to this novel that I wasn't necessarily planning on presenting when I initially sat down to write the outline. But you kind of can't write something like that without it presenting a spiritual component too, because there's so many feelings about the subject of right to die, which is why I said this was not a story I would have ever thought of had Brennan, my character, not come to me and told me that was the story, and that was how it was going to be. And y'all know when the character speaks, you must listen, or else the story is going to be horrible. Anyway, that is it for me tonight. I'm gonna wrap this up here. I'll come back to you guys tomorrow. I hope I remember to press record in the earlier enough part of the day. I have to run to the store for my mother in the morning to the grocery store, so probably won't come on in the morning, but I will come on at some point tomorrow and do some writing, hopefully find a live stream and do some sprints. I'm gonna I don't want to make this promise on video because once I say it out loud, I kind of have to stick to it, don't I? I think I'm going to be ready to do a live stream in November. It's far enough away for me to get the courage up to do it. I've already signed up for StreamYard, so I at least did the first step. Anyway, I will see you guys in the morning or tomorrow afternoon. I'll see you when I see you. Bye. Good night.
That video all about royalties on KDP.
Hello there. So, it is Thursday, August 6th. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so clearly I did not press the record button in the earlier part of the day. But you didn't miss much. I went to the store. Had to run to the store for my mother because I do her grocery shopping for her so that she doesn't have to go out because she's a bit of a hypochondriac. Not that I blame her in the age of Corona. So plus I don't want her to have to be out there when I'm clearly able to go to the store for her, and we only live 5 minutes apart. So yeah, I did that, and I got back and I got an email from my the person doing my book cover for the next step. So now we're going to the back of the book now because we settled on the front cover. Yay! Still can't show it to you yet, but yay! Okay, so I'm just gonna email her the I think I need to email her the back of the book, what the blurb is going to say, and changed up my bio a little bit, so altering that before I send it over to her. And then I'm gonna get to work on my outline, hopefully. I'm not sure. Like I said yesterday, because I didn't expect her to finish up the cover quite as quickly. I mean, it had been a while, and I thought she was gonna take a little while longer after I gave her the notes. So I thought I had a little more time, and I underestimated all of the steps that I need to do to republish my novel. So now I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed, and you guys know when you start to feel overwhelmed, everything feels daunting and like it's just gonna be impossible. So now, and I'm discovering that I thought that I had already had reformatted, not reformatted, but formatted it. Well, yes, because when I got the rights back, I thought it was formatted already and ready. That part at least was ready, and I'm discovering it is not, because I have to change a few things, and because the formatted version that it was in before, it was made so that it could not, because that was with the publishing company. Once that was formatted and finished, they made it so that it could not be edited or changed. So yeah, I have to go back in the final version that I had sent to them. It's complicated. Anyway, to figure out how to change, because like I said, they had me using, well, I was using a pen name when I published with them, and I'm not using that pen name anymore. Oh, not that specific pen name anymore. I'm using a pen name that's closer to my real name. So I want to change that. I wanted to change, obviously I have to put my publishing company on all the copyright stuff. And I wanted to change the bio and the about me stuff. So, yeah, I have to redo the formatting, and kind of forgot because it's been so long since we had gone through this formatting process before, and I had just been in the phase of writing books and hadn't published anything since then. And I mean, I did publish a poetry book, but I actually had published it before the first novel got published. So I yeah, kind of skipped my mind on how to do this part. So kind of relearning this stuff. And actually, Bethany Atazada has some really helpful videos, which is who I'm watching now. So she has some helpful videos about formatting, and because I've never self-published before at all, I don't know the process for uploading to Amazon and KDP and all of the other self-publishing indie outlets. So yeah, I probably should have gotten a handle on this before, but I thought it would take a little bit longer. And yeah, time management. Time management is one of my issues that I will discuss on an upcoming video that I'm going to shoot this weekend. One of the things that I really need to work on. So right now I'm doing that when I want to be working on my outline. But this book is supposed to come out before the end of this year. And because of the fact that it was supposed to come out last year, it is going to come out before the end of this year. Come hell or high water, excuse me, YouTube, don't ding me for the curse word. But it is going to come out this year. Finally got the cover. I love the cover. I wish I could show it to you soon. But I'm falling in love with this book all over again. Also, side note, I actually I don't know if I've expressed my dislike for audiobooks, but I don't like audiobooks. And I've reaffirmed my dislike for audiobooks because when I was pulling up my novel earlier, it was this little neat feature that said, listen to your book being read like an audiobook. It's like, oh, okay. I guess let me just hear what it sounds like. And oh my gosh, I hate it. I mean, I listened to the first chapter, and could they find a better voice, like a better narrator? It's so robotic. There's no inflection. I mean, this clearly wasn't like an audiobook. This is like one of those text-to-speech type of programs, and it just reads whatever it's gone over of your book. So I know it probably would be different with a person. I mean, I would actually, if I did hear an audiobook, I would have a person narrate it, because you can't hear the tone in which something was meant to be said in the book. And I'm like, well, she said it wrong. It wasn't meant to be said like that. That's not the tone it was supposed to be said in. This is why I don't do audiobooks. But I'm gonna go back to working on some research for getting this book out, listening to Bethany Atazada, and I'm going to hopefully work on my outline a little bit later, and I'll try to film some of that. But if not, I'll come on before I close out today. I think tomorrow's going to be when I wrap up this vlog, because I think I'm going to upload it tomorrow. I think. Maybe not. I don't know. We shall see. I'll be back.
Considering how many I've sold on my store and in person and whatnot, at least 500. And so I can say with confidence that comparing KDP print books, I have been shocked to find that 99% of the time, KDP books are better quality. So they have just better color on the cover, and it's just
Hello there again. It is, hold on, what time is it? It is 10:24 in the evening. I'm growing trees. You can't see that, but anyway, it's 10:24 in the evening, and I have had dinner, all that great stuff, cleaned up the kitchen and everything, made sure I got all the stuff in the kitchen cleaned up so that I could actually sit down and work on my outline. And then after I work on my outline, I have to work on some stuff for the newsletter that I am working on creating, and some other research for other things. Going back to working on the publication of the diary, either later tonight, or I'll go back to working on that tomorrow. Also with uploading this footage so that I could put it out there, hopefully by tomorrow evening. Cross your fingers so that it doesn't take 5 hours to export, because it's apparently how long it takes when I do vlogs to export it, all day. But anyway, I'm getting ready to go join Cachet's live. I know there's chopped on the TV in the background, but it's paused. So I'm gonna go join Cachet's live and see if I can do some sprints and get some work on my outline. I have saved the cat so that I can take some more notes, and yeah, I'm gonna get some work done for at least about, I'm actually gonna set my forest app for an hour, so I can at least make sure I get an hour of focus time in. Yeah, let's get some words in.
I just love that she kept it on there for you. I do too. I think that's so awesome. Like, it's super duper awesome. It makes me so. Author JC, hello, Queen. How are you doing? And she had to get her tea, and I hope that it was hot. That's what y'all gonna get. That's the best y'all gonna get right now. I'm gonna go ahead and start the sprint while you decide. And we're gonna start. In 3, 2, 1, bring it!
While they're still sprinting, I'm just gonna come on and end this for today. Apparently I still have some more notes I need to take before I can even really get into the character sketches good, because I thought I would be able to go ahead and do the character sketches before I go back over my outline. But I'm finding some of the stuff I'm reading in Save the Cat about how to structure the outline might affect how I shape my characters, so I kind of need to read over some stuff real quick, make some more notes. I think maybe if I can get the opening image down, then I might have an easier time figuring out the next steps, and then getting the characters and everything down and shaping the characters out. But the issues aren't even really about her marriage. Well, they are about her marriage, but it ties into some of her childhood trauma. So anyway, that's what I'm working on, trying to figure out. Like I said yesterday, beginnings are hard for me, so I think I can get this opening image down, things will start to flow a little better. And I had an idea of what my opening image was, but I haven't even got halfway through Save the Cat, and it's already changed what I thought my opening image was going to be. So I'm working on that, figuring it out. I will see you guys tomorrow to wrap up this vlog for the week, because I'm hoping to upload it tomorrow. Cross your fingers. if it takes 5 hours, it'll just upload really, really early Saturday morning. Anyway, good night. See you guys tomorrow. Well, good morning. I am coming to you to do my wrap up of this vlog because, as I mentioned last night, it's going to take several hours for it to export because either my computer is really, really that slow, or yeah, I think it's just that my computer is that slow. So, my coffee and my wonderful Hogwarts mug that says, "I solemnly swear that I am up to no good." I'm not, but I loved it. So, yeah, so all in all, this week has been fairly productive. Definitely more than, I don't know about last week I was pretty productive too. This week we got a little movement on the republishing of my first novel because I got to see my cover. Sorry, I need my coffee. So I'm going to finish working on formatting or reformatting my first novel over the weekend. Hopefully I will have everything figured out by the end and know how to upload everything to Amazon, KDP, and software program or website that Bethany Akizada mentioned, Draft to Digital, which seems like it's really going to help me out in my formatting issue. We'll see. I'm going to do a little experimentation this weekend. Sorry. Trash pickup. So I'm going to do a little experimentation with that this weekend, and I'm going to shoot some more YouTube videos this weekend, I think. And of course I'm going to finish reading I don't know that I'm going to finish reading Save the Cat over the weekend, but I'm going to definitely try to put a dent in Save the Cat. They're really loud outside, I'm sorry. I'm definitely going to try to put a dent in Save the Cat because I really, the more I'm reading it, I'm getting more excited about going back to work on my outline or rework some of the things in my outline that I've seen that I'm going to have to rework in just a little bit. I've read of Save the Cat. Side note, how many times have I mentioned Save the Cat in this vlog? I thought about doing a counter as I was watching some of the footage that I had already shot this week. And I was like, oh, if I could figure out how to edit a counter in here, this would be like a really perfect thing to do because I say it a lot in Save the Cat. She should pay me for how many times I've said the name of this book in this vlog. I'm gonna see if I can go the rest of this without saying. But yes, I'm going to finish taking my notes from that book, and I'm going to hopefully get some character sketches done. I'm gonna go on Pinterest this weekend and see if I can input some of the descriptions for my characters so I can get a visual idea, so I can see them in front of me. I think having that visual idea of what your characters look like kind of helps you flow better when you're writing the story, because you can see them like it's a movie in your head or something. So I'm gonna work on that. I don't know how much I'm gonna actually get done over the weekend because I don't write on Sundays. That is my self-care day for the week. I usually just read, watch TV, and that's about it. I don't close my computer for the week on Saturday night, and I don't open it on Sunday at all. It does not open until Monday again. And gives the computer rest, gives my brain a rest. So I don't know how much all of that I can get done on a Saturday or the rest of today, because like I said, this is me wrapping this up. So you will not see me again on Friday. And sadly, you have to see me still in my pajamas, but I wanted to go ahead and get this started because it's going to take a while to export, and I have to edit this and step music to it and all the other wonderful, great editing stuff that you guys know all about way better than me. So yeah, I feel pretty good about what I got done this week. As always, I wish I could have done more. I feel like if I could do the work of about 5 people, then I might actually be satisfied with what I got done this week. But obviously that's not realistic. It's not logical. But I try to be better at multitasking. I'm a better multitasker than I am at singularly focusing on one thing, because I can't seem to do that. I always get distracted by a different project if I'm trying to focus just on one. That's why I work on multiple projects, because I need to be able to split my attention, because it's going to split whether I like it or not. So I might as well make it useful. But anyway, I hope you guys have had a productive week. Let me know in the comments section what you got done this week. What are your goals for August? How far along are you on your projects? Did you finish camp? Did you win? And if you did, what's next? I am going to go figure out what's next right now. What's next is actually me editing this video. But anyway, it's been wonderful talking to you guys this week. See you in the next vlog. See you when I see you. Have a blessed day. Bye.